Mama, it's so good to be home. Come on in and get comfy. Oh, Mama, you don't have to pamper me.
Well, of course I do. You just got out of the hospital, for goodness sake.
She is going to spoil you regardless.
And I'm gonna enjoy it, too.
All right, now, sweetie, you remember what the doctor said. Don't do anything. You rest. I won't be gone long, okay?
Okay.
Oh, you have to go right away because I got tea and muffins?
Oh, I'm afraid I can't, Kate. Got to get to the office and check on a couple of things.
Oh, that's okay. I don't need both of you fussing over me.
Right. You love it.
You're right, I do. But I know that you've got a lot to do at the office.
Well, Shana's she probably has everything running like a clock right now, but I just want to touch base.
Well, you don't have to worry about your girl. I'll take real good care of her.
I'm sure that's true. All right, gotta go. Love you, sweetheart.
I love you, Clay. Are you sure you understand why I want to be here?
I understand, sweetie.
I love you.
And I love you. Well, you know what I get to see today? I think I'm going to be able to see the image pilot that they did.
Great. I can't believe it. My husband, a TV producer.
Mm-hmm. Jeff and Gwen hired a new hostess for the show while I was out of the office. I never seen her. I don't even know what her name is. What's wrong, Kate?
Oh, nothing. I just...
You didn't burn yourself, did you?
No, just spilled a little tea, that's all.
Well, all right. I'm off to the office. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, sweetie. Have a good day. Clay.
How'd you do it, Egypt?
I bet you just about dropped your teeth when my face came on the tube, huh?
How'd you do it, Egypt?
Did you ever think when you married me I'd be a big TV star?
You're not answering my question. How did you do it?
I got the job because Jeff Hartman and Gwyneth Alden know I have talent. That's how. And don't get any ideas, because I just signed a long-term contract.
I'll double your money if you want.
Oh, no. This isn't about money anymore. Alex, this is the break I've been waiting for all my life. And I'll be damned if you or anybody else is going to take it away from me.
Bull! You saw a way of getting to me, and you took it.
That's not true. And I even thought you might be proud of me. Finally doing something good. And I am good. I'm good at it. You saw that pilot. I'm right at home in front of that camera, interviewing people like I've been doing it all my life.
Fine, do it for the rest of your life. Just don't do it in Corinth, and don't do it in my company.
It's Clay Alden's company, not Alex Masters.
Oh, I see. Now the threats start, huh? Well, you're forgetting one thing. I've got Clay Alden's checkbook. We're not talking about $750 a week. That's small change. We're talking about the lap of luxury now. There. Now, tell me, what do you want me to put on here? $1 million? $2 million. $3 million, and it's worth every damn cent just to get you out of my life.
Don't you do this to me, Alex. I finally got something of my own. Don't you try and take it away from me.
You're telling me you're going to turn down $3 million for 13 piddly TV shows? You really think that I'm going to pick up your option at the end of those 13 weeks?
You're a hit. You'll sign a contract with me for $1 million, or somebody else will.
Don't be a jackass. Take this money.
You listen to me. I'm doing 13 interviews over the next 3 weeks to push image. You cross me and the whole world to know that Clay Alden is just a small-time hustler named Alex Masters, who's lied and cheated his way into the Alden empire. All those years we spent living like that. Well, you finally got yourself a life that means something to you, and now I got a shot at one. Don't you take it away from me. please. You cross me, and the whole world finds out that Clay Alden is really Alex Masters, a small-time hustler who lied and cheated his way into the Alden empire. After all those years, living the way we did, you finally got a life that means something to you. Well, now I got a shot at one. Don't take that away from me. Please.
I got to where I am on my own. I made this life myself.
Liar! You stole another man's life.
And look what happened. I got back here to Corinth and found that the Alden family had nothing but bit of milk into a man that people could respect and look up to.
You're still Alex Masters.
Yeah. But there's one thing that I realized about Alex Masters. I realized that I could always get to the top, whether I met Clay Alden in that prison camp or not. I knew right from the very beginning I had what it takes, and you couldn't see that. That's why you left me, isn't it? And now you come back with your hand open.
You're the one who can't see. Here, take your lousy money. I don't want it. That's every cent you gave me.
You're gonna need it.
Not if I stay and do Image, I won't.
No!
I'm gonna do that show, Alex, and I'm gonna be good.
You might be good. You might be. But I know you. You're greedy. You're gonna want more. More money. Bigger dressing room. Demand a bonus. Oh. I know you, Egypt. You're gonna do it because you always have done it.
I'm warning you. I'm not gonna miss my chance to be somebody. I'm not gonna let you take this away from me.
I already have.
Don't bet on it. I'll do everything I can so that this happens for me. We both know I have all the information I need to blow your happy little life sky high.
Your ego is gonna ruin it for both of us. The press is gonna dig into your past, you know that?
One word from me and they'll sure dig into yours.
Do you think Jeff and Gwen are gonna want you when they know that you lied to them?
They say talent excuses everything.
Sit down. Come on, sit down. Egypt. Let me find you another job. One that doesn't have such high visibility.
I can't type, and I don't do windows. I want this job.
You can't have this job.
Who cares if they find out I was married to somebody called Alex Masters? It's just a name.
And names have faces, and they're gonna find pictures.
Well, you should have thought of that before you had your picture plastered all over the Business World magazine. Talk about ego. Look, we'll work something out. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Having my fate in your hands is not what I call security. Well, I may be an imposter, but I sure the hell am not a bigamist. There. We're officially divorced.
See? Everything's going your way.
You're nuts. This isn't gonna work. You're out.
Alex, please. I've been waiting all my life for a chance like this. I've had bad times since I left you, Alex. I have paid my dues. Why can't you see how right I am for this job? People open up to me. I make them feel good about themselves. It's like all those years of waiting on tables and smiling, just getting me ready for this. You saw your chance in that POW camp. You grabbed at it. I can't let mine go by. Please, Alex. if you ever loved me, let me have my dream.
In the bath. She should be down any minute.
Well, it's going to be good to get her back home. I want to thank you again for holding my hand all those hours at the hospital.
Nothing to thank me for. I wouldn't have been anywhere else. You two have got your share of troubles, huh?
Yeah. And sometimes I think that they're never going to end.
You saw it then.
Saw what?
You don't have to pretend with me, Clay. I know Egypt got herself hired as that hostess.
Oh, Kate. I've tried so hard to control her. Everything seems just be getting worse. I think she's really done it this time. This could ruin everything.
You've always trusted Woolite to care for yourself.
You saw it.
So what?
The pilot. You don't have to pretend with me, Clay. I know Egypt got herself hired as that hostess.
Oh, God, Kate. I've tried so hard to control her. Things have just gotten worse. I think this latest stunt has really done it, though. This could ruin everything. How'd you find out?
Lindy? While Ava was so sick, she called and wanted to explain to me what she and Egypt were still doing in Corinth.
Should have told me.
Assumed that you knew about it. And Ava was so sick, it didn't seem like the right time to bring it up. I am sorry, Clay. Gee, you really got a lot on your mind now, huh? What you gonna do about it?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta do something, don't you?
What would you suggest I do? Go in there and say, hey, guys, you can't hire Egypt Jones because she's my ex-wife. And, oh, by the way, I'm not really Clay. I'm Alex Masters. Can you imagine what the media would do with that?
Oh, no. Oh, boy. And I read those gossip rags while I'm waiting in the supermarket line. I don't know that Ava could handle it. She seems so fragile to me now, Clay.
Oh, I really wish I would have told her right off. But I was so afraid of what her reaction would be.
Oh, she loves you something awful.
Well, I know that, Kate. But everything is accelerated to the point where she may love me, but she may not forgive me. I just wish I could think of some logical way that I could get her off that show and keep her from blabbing everything.
Well, since this is such an opportunity for Egypt, do you think she will talk?
Oh, Kate, she's capable of it. Hell, she changes her mind from second to second about what she wants for lunch.
What are you two yakking about? I didn't hear what you were saying, but you certainly had your heads together about something.
What's good for you, you'll stay the hell out of my way. I'd hate to use what I know against you. But if you force me, I will. And then the only person who will lose everything is you, Alex.
I really do think of him as one of my own. He's just like a son to me, and it just hurts me to see him so unhappy. I think, don't you?
Yeah, we've become a lot closer lately. She's so vulnerable after this divorce. I'm beginning to enjoy my role as a protective brother.
Oh, Clay. You really are a sweet pea.
You know something? She doesn't like being vulnerable. That really surprised me. And I got to thinking, not wanting to be vulnerable, that's an Alden trait. Certainly not in my nature.
You really are the soul of understanding, aren't you?
Oh,
I mean, even with Egypt.
Egypt. Oh, great. Thanks for bringing her up. That makes me feel real good.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Clay, but you are the only person I can talk to about her.
Kate, I don't want you to worry about Egypt anymore, okay?
Clay, I haven't slept well since I found out she knows you're not Clay Alden.
Listen, word has it, she has this new job with great pay. I don't think she's gonna rock the boat.
Okay, thanks a lot. But I really don't think that's gonna help me when I'm staring at the ceiling tonight. Now, Clay, please, it would be so much better if you would just tell Ava the truth.
No, Kate, no. It's too late for that. I know I should have told her, but I didn't. We're in too deep. I mean, how are we going to explain why we didn't tell her sooner? I mean, do you think that she'll ever forgive us?
With Ava, of course there'll be hell to pay,
Kate,
but...
listen to me. I don't think we're going to have to worry about Egypt anymore.
Why?
She's going to do 13 image shows. After that, I'm going to guarantee you she's going to be gone.
How do you live with yourself? How do you sleep at night?
Very nicely. Thank you.
If you were married to anybody but Ava, whose only concern was being a part of the Alden family, you could never have gotten away with this.
You're on thin ice, Dan.
You're a lucky man. Lucky the real Clay Alden was such a screw-up. Everybody was so grateful that the prison camp had changed him. What an idiot he was.
Well, I don't think so, but then again, how the hell would you know?
Oh, please, save me all the details of how you both suffered as POWs. You know. Somebody's gonna wise up one of these days. Take Gwen, for instance. Or you're gonna slip up and say something that you didn't intend to. And then what?
Alden Enterprises. Besides that, I'm up to my ears in work.
Well, it is the main concern of the Armorel Division. Clayton, this show is very important to us. And I want to discuss this right now.
My God, you are relentless.
I always have been, in case you don't remember, especially when it's something that I want. Now, what the hell is going on between you and Egypt Jones?
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, Clayton, come off it. I saw that there was something going on long before she said anything.
Said anything? What the hell did she say?
Oh, really? What kind of a game are we playing here?
What is what she say?
All right, you don't have to bite my head off. I'm furious.
Because she just strikes me as the kind of person that would just shoot her mouth off and say anything.
Clayton, you haven't liked her from the very beginning, and I want to know why.
My business instincts tells me that she's not going to make it.
Oh.
She is common, she is uneducated, and she has no experience. And she flirts before she thinks. She thinks she's just going to get through life on a shoe shine and a smile.
That may be, but that girl is not common, Clayton. She is extremely down to earth, and that is appealing. Now, she certainly had enough life experience that she can handle any guest that we give her. No, she doesn't have a college degree, but she's as smart as a whip. And as far as her flirtatious nature goes, that gets people to open up, and it's what we need on the show.
I don't know what more to tell you.
Clay, you know that everything I have said to you is true. Now, everybody else around here sees that, and I know that you're not a fool.
No, I'm not a fool. Thank you.
Don't you make fun of me. Now, I want to know what is really going on. What is the real reason you are fighting us so much?
Winnet!
Mr. Alden, I want to talk to you in private now.
All right. I won't look for a replacement. I won't bother you anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, Egypt. Let's not get carried away, okay?
You won't regret this. I'm going to be so good for this show. You just wait and see.
I thought you two were ready to start throwing plates.
Plates? I'd like to throw a couple of family heirlooms at him right now.
Clay,
What's the matter? What's wrong?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just saw this tension in the morning. I can't take it.
Sit down. Ava, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
All right. Oh, Ava. If Dad thinks that he's going to walk all over me, he's sadly mistaken.
Clay, you're going to have to try and get along.
I'm spending an awful lot of energy doing just that.
But, Clay, you can't make waves. We've got to fit in with the Aldens.
It's not my style to just sit back and take it. Frankly, it's not the Alden style either.
I know that, but the less attention we attract to ourselves, to Clay, the better for us.
Jerry, no, not in her emotion.
Stella, honestly, I mean, it really scares me when you get so intense like that.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I can't help it. That's me.
But it's not Clay Alden, and that's what you've got to start thinking. You're Clay Alden now.
All right, I'll be more careful. But you have to understand why. I can't let Cabot just railroad Shane into this relationship with Dan.
Dan's not going to tell Shane who you really are.
No, not if he's thinking clearly. But if he's in love. If he's in love, his brain will turn to mush. I know. All right. I'll be more careful with Cabot.
Honey, would you mind terribly if I took a nap? I promise I'll be better company later.
No, I don't mind at all. I've got plenty to keep me busy.
Not thinking about business, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm thinking about pleasure. Hey, don't look now. But there is a beautiful young lady in this cabin that's a real knockout. No, I said don't look now.
Where is she?
I can't really look now. It'd be very impolite for me to crane my neck around.
Describe her to me.
Well, let's see. She's very sexy, sultry. She's sizzling. I love you. You know that?
I love you too. Especially when you're like this. When you're fun and easygoing.
Well, if people didn't irritate me, do exactly what I tell them not to do. When I say black, they say white.
You're not supposed to talk about business.
I'm not. I'm talking about the family. But lately, they're practically one and the same. Why does Dad bug me on everything that I do?
Why do you keep going after him?
Self.
Yes, and your sister and your nephews and your daughter. Look, Clay, you're the CEO of the company, not the whole household. I mean, if you do all that, where does it keep Cabot?
Wrong, as usual. Family or business, wrong is wrong.
Look, will you do me a favor? Please. When we get back, will you try to be a little bit nicer to him? A little bit. Please.
I can manage nice.
Good. Because you know something. He really does love you.
Love? You know something? That's a word that I would really like to explore a little bit more.
And then, after we take a walk on the beach?
Well, then we'll unpack our bags.
No, it'll be too hot. I'm walking on the beach.
Well, then we'll have to take a long, slow, cool shower.
Together?
Save water that way.
That's true. Then we unpack.
Now, why do we have to unpack at all? I mean, maybe we don't have to get dressed for a while. Maybe we won't have to get dressed for a long while.
Well, come on. Let's get the show on the road.
What is this?
Oh, it's just a little seaweed.
Little seaweed, huh? Are you glad you're here?
On the bed?
On this island.
Oh, that.
It's about the size of a football field.
Oh, good. I hope we see him.
I hope we don't see anybody.
Clay, tell me about it.
Oh, that's what?
Well, in a few years from now.
Oh, you want me to be?
Will we have a family?
I hope so.
House of our own?
A house of our own? I thought you wanted to live in the Alden Mansion.
Well, for now. But later we'll want a place of our own. Will it be as big as Mr. Monarco's?
It'll be bigger. Much bigger.
What'll we have?
We'll have a big, sexy master bedroom.
Oh. Will we travel?
Well, of course we'll travel. How are we going to get to all of our other homes?
By private plane, of course.
Then when we're not in our private plane, we'll be in our own private yacht. With the name Ava.
Love the name.
I knew you would.
You know what else I love? The front desk. I told them absolutely no interruptions whatsoever.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yes.
I know.
It's smooth. It smells so good. So happy right now. I want to be like this always. I want to feel this close to you. I feel like there is no one else in the world right now except you and me. I'm serious. I can't think of anybody we know. Everyone just popped out of my head. How about you?
Same. Drawing a blank. Except for, that guy. What's his name? And that girl? What's her name?
No. You know what? God, I'm so glad we got away. I'm so glad I got you away from all that business.
Yeah, I needed this.
Yeah, what you needed was a little TLC. I don't know if you were aware of it, but Alden Enterprises was making you crazy.
Crazy? I think that's a bit of an overstatement on your part.
Nope.
Well, the job is very demanding, Ava.
Hey, No one around here makes demands except me. Oh, hell, lots of time. I'm jealous when you hug Trisha, and I know she's not with your secretary and all the hours she spends with her at work, and I'm jealous when...
Why did I even ask?
Well, it's just because I want to know everything. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know where you are every minute of the day.
You don't ask for much, do you?
Mom always said I was greedy.
Well, Mama's very perceptive. When do I look sad?
Maybe not sad. Maybe worried and distracted.
No, we all have moods.
No. This has something to do with work. Or...
Egypt. Why are you even bringing her up?
How do you think of her?
Egypt? I don't know. I don't think much. She's
She's what?
pushy. That's what she is. She's pushy. I don't really want to talk about Egypt Jones anymore, sweetheart.
Well, I think she's pushy, too.
She has to throw a temper tantrum every now and then just to prove that she is one.
Well, you shouldn't have to put up with that.
But all that piddly detail stuff.
Good. You save yourself just for me.
Yeah. Things are going to go better for us. You wait and see. Things are going to be a lot better.
Hey, honey. Well, then why are you calling?
Well, actually, I'm calling for Shayna.
Shayna?
Jay, what's wrong?
No, hi, Clay, it's Shayna. I'm sorry, this couldn't wait.
What's wrong?
I've got to know how you would feel about having a little less responsibility at Alden Enterprises.
What the hell are you talking about?
Father asked me to take over as CEO.
He what?
Now, Clay, I know that Father hasn't had a chance to discuss this with you.
Damn right he hasn't.
Clay, would you listen to me? I'm sure what Father has in mind, certainly what I have in mind, is just a sharing of responsibility.
Shayna, you listen to me. I've been with that company for quite a while. I know when I'm being kicked upstairs, and I know what that means, and I know what is being done to me.
I don't think that that's what's happening at all.
It's pointless to talk about this. You tell Dad that I'm going to be... Come on, let's get packed.
Pat! We just got here.
Now we're leaving.
No, I shouldn't have answered the phone. Why did I answer the
Be
phone?
glad you did.
You know, this was supposed to be our time together when Kevin was just trying to help.
How the hell was he going to help? Did he suggest that we go away?
Kind of.
Kind of. Did he suggest that we come someplace where they couldn't be reached?
Kind of.
Kind of. Well, did he also discuss with you that I should be replaced?
Play?
Yes, replaced.
Wait a minute, I don't understand.
Well, it's not all that complicated. Dad has asked Shayna to take over as CEO as soon as we left Corinth.
That's what Shayna told you on the phone?
That's exactly what that phone conversation was all about. She wanted to know how I felt about it.
Well, I know how upset he's been and worried about you.
Ava,
Maybe...
please don't be naive. All right. If it's a fight he wants, it's a fight he's going to get, but he's going to be damn sorry you ever fought me.
Clay, no.
Give me the...
Clay, think about what you're doing before you do it.
There's nothing to think about. I'm being shafted. It can't be any clearer.
Wait a minute, did he say he fired you?
No. Demoted me. It's the same thing.
Clay, look, maybe he's just trying to lighten your workload a little bit.
Lighten my workload. Well, that's one way of putting it.
Look, I know how worried he's been about you. Look, we've talked.
You've talked. Oh, I see. Well, did you discuss about getting me out of the way so I could be shafted. Then you can sit around and discuss my shortcomings.
Oh, you stop it! You blow up at him every chance you get. I was trying...
Working in it.
Maybe you're taking this a little wrong.
Me here.
He didn't.
Well, he certainly promised me that I wouldn't be receiving any business phone calls.
He wanted you to rest.
He wanted me out of reach.
That's what a vacation is all about.
You don't care, do you? You really don't care whether I lose my job or not, do you?
Horrible thing to say. Of course I care.
Really? Well, just a few minutes ago, you said that you were very jealous of the time I spent at work.
That's not what I meant.
What'd you mean?
Look, why are you doing this to me? I haven't done anything.
You helped Cabot set me up.
That is not true.
We both know you're a very smart girl. You must have known what was going on.
I didn't. I swear I didn't.
Then why didn't you tell me that Cabot had suggested this trip?
Because he asked me not to.
He asked you not to. We certainly don't want to upset Cabot, do we? You'd do anything to suck up to him, wouldn't you? You would even betray me, your own husband. Okay? Are you all right? Oh, God, Eva, why did you swim so far?
I just went a little ways and then the tide pulled me down. I guess maybe I wanted to a little.
Why? Because I yelled at you?
No, it was the things that you said to me.
I didn't mean them.
That I could betray you and that I could help you lose your job.
I'm sorry. I got mad and I took it out on you. Forgive me. Will you please forgive me?
I would never do anything to hurt you, don't you understand?
I do. I know that, sweetie. I'm sorry. Well, I know I lost my temper and I acted like a maniac. I won't let that happen again. I promise.
Oh, Clay, all I want to do is love you. I could never leave you.
I love you in my arms.
Please hold me just one way.
It's okay.
Clay. You really love me.
Of course I love you.
Why did you lie to me about Egypt? I hope so.
You hope so? Hey, but why would you believe her version over mine?
Well, she was pretty convincing.
She's an actress. That's why she's so convincing.
All right, Clay, look, I believe your explanation, okay? I overreacted. Let's not talk about Egypt anymore.
All right, good. That's fine with me.
Are you going straight to the office?
You bet I am, as soon as I see Cabot.
Clay, take a whole bunch of deep breaths before you do anything.
It's a little late for deep breaths.
Well, good morning, lovebirds. Welcome home.
Anne, tell me, what the hell is going on around here?
So, surprised to see us back?
Actually, Shayna said you intended to take the first plane back.
Then you heard what happened last night?
Oh, Clay, I tried to stem the tide. I think Daddy's totally wrong in all of this.
Then what the hell is wrong with you?
I told
He is getting older, and he's not so sure of his immortality.
All the more reason to seek stability at the company, not going around and make major changes on a whim.
Well, he doesn't consider this a whim.
The deceptiveness of it. Waiting until I get out of the country.
Daddy doesn't like to be opposed. Shayna's his illegitimate daughter. She's had some rough breaks, and now he wants to do everything he can to make it up to her. All at once.
Is Shayna behind this?
No, and I don't really think she wants to rock the boat. But others aren't so reluctant.
Others?
Gwen, for one.
Gwen.
She took advantage of the chance to say that she herself should be in charge.
I bet she did.
Oh, I'm sure it's just family politics, sweetheart. I'm sure no one was criticizing how you run the company.
Actually, she said that Clay is totally unqualified.
Well, I know that Cabot doesn't feel that way.
Then why is he demoting him? Clay, you better get on this at once.
Where is he?
I don't know. He left early this morning. He didn't say.
He's at the office. That's where he is. Come on, I'll give you a ride at the office.
No, Clay, I can't. I have an appointment in New York.
God!
We'll talk to the lawyers immediately after. See you then. Hey, what brings you back so soon?
I've got one very short message for you. This won't work.
Sorry.
Did you really think that I wouldn't know what was going on up here?
You mean our bringing order out of...
You can't push me out like this.
As far as I could see, there was nothing to push. You'd let everything slip, made no decisions except negative ones.
What are you talking about?
Do you want an outstanding example? Well, your management, or I should say mismanagement, of the Image Project. Nothing but defeating very well, by the way. Well, there's no use haggling over all of this. Step aside and let Shayna take over. Now, you can retain the title of president if you wish.
Retain the title?
Or you can be listed as a consultant, whichever way you want to play it.
This isn't about business.
I've just been
This
telling
is family politics. Him and Shayna. And this is what I get for opposing you, huh?
Dead wrong.
Am I?
But I'm not going to discuss my motives with
Because
you.
your motives won't stand up. You don't like standing on the sidelines watching this company run efficiently, I might add. You're not going to get away with this, Dad. You're going to wish to God you never fought me on this. You're going to wish you never came back to Alden Enterprises. When you retire this time, you're going to retire for good.
I don't believe it. I can't believe it. Cabot didn't have a heart attack.
Ava, what the hell are you doing here?
Why did you say those things to him?
Because somebody had to point out the facts of life to him.
Would you stop it? Somebody might hear you.
I don't care.
Oh, no. Of course, they probably heard the two of you in the boiler room. Oh, God. Why are there damn many red lights?
Red lights.
Before you said those things to him, Clay, you've got to do something.
The first thing I'm going to do is we're going to sit down and you're going to calm down. Now tell me, whose side are you on? Mine or Dad's?
Ours.
Well, it's a start, because I need you behind me in the worst way.
Well, I am behind you. I'm behind you all the way, even if it means a Cabot.
That would be the worst thing I can possibly do.
Worse. Worse?
Dad drew the battle lines. If I knuckled under to him now, he would lose all respect he has for his only son.
Well, at least we'd have a little peace.
Maybe for a little while. But our position in the family would be seriously jeopardized.
Why? The real Clay Alden didn't care about being head of Alden Enterprises. He'd have been happy clipping Kestrel.
Don't call him that again.
It's common knowledge.
Ava, the Clay that I knew was not a wastrel. He was a brave man. And I promised him that I would keep this family together. And I'm going to, if I have to die trying.
Why do you? Why?
I have things I have to do.
Answer me, Clay. It can't be because of some silly promise. Clay, answer me.
During the absence of Christine Tudor, the role of Gwyneth Alden will be played by Leslie Denniston.
Gwen's taking your time to meet with me.
I saw Cabot rage out of here not an hour ago. You can cut the tension in this building with a knife, so please, Clay, just get to the point.
Dad's spoiling for a fight.
The odds are against you.
Well, I'm not entirely certain, Gwen. No matter how many board members he has all lined up in a row. But I am going to need help from within. Now, being head of your own department.
Clay Alden begging. I never thought I'd see the day. Gwyneth, he's not begging. He simply needs to know where we stand.
And? Where do you stand?
My sympathies are with you, Clay. I think Daddy's letting his emotions cloud his usually excellent judgment. However, this puts me in a very touchy position. Well, there's one answer you didn't want to hear.
Take your time, man. Think about it. Gwen, what's your position?
Oh, I've been neutral from the start. Being of sound mind, I'll stay there.
Neutral. When you told Dad that I was unqualified for the job and tried to promote yourself, that's neutral?
As I recall, you weren't too shy about tossing your own hat into the ring. Well, I regret that. I was hurt. Well, so was I. I gave my life's blood to Amaral, and I was passed over in favor of Shayna, of all people.
Shayna does a damn good job.
Maybe. But as president vision.
Well, I'm glad to know where I stand with you, Gwen.
Shayna.
Clay, may I have a word with you, please?
You certainly can.
Well, I'm sure you all want to talk privately.
No, not at all. I'm really looking forward to coming back to the company. Exec, of course.
The same arrangement as before?
Exactly.
And Dad's offer?
Isn't it obvious? I'm turning it down.
Ava!
Matt, look, just don't stalk out on me again. I promise I won't talk about Cabot or the real Clay or anything.
We both got a little worked up. Made you feel better?
Happened to change your mood.
Sure did. Looks like I'm not going to have a showdown with Dad after all.
You're giving in.
Hell no, I'm not giving in. Shayna refuses to be used as a weapon against me, and I've got Ann's and Gwen's support as well as Shayna's, so Dad can't kick me out.
Oh, honey, that's terrific.
Gee, aren't we thrilled?
No, it's just, well, what's Cabot gonna think?
Who?
If you know what I mean.
I thought we weren't going to talk about Dad.
No, we're not. We're not. It's just that I hope you don't mind if I do a few things to just sort of smooth this over.
What few things?
Well, I'm having lunch with Isabel for one, that's right.
Well, sweetie, that's very nice, but I was kind of hoping that we would have lunch together. I need a little stroking.
Oh, honey, well, me again.
Hey, you changed your mind.
Off.
What? Why?
Well, I remember this other thing that I have to do.
Without me tonight?
No. Actually, you could come with me.
Oh, all right. What is it?
It's a meeting of the Downtown Civic Association.
Oh, how exciting. I can't wait.
Yes, Cabot's speaking there.
Oh, Cabot's speaking. Well, you can count me out.
Well, frankly, honey, I think you should go.
Not on your life.
Really would make your father happy.
I'm not interested in making my father happy right now.
Oh, come on, Clay. One teensy-weensy, itsy-bitsy little gesture, this one would be perfect.
No.
We'd be together.
Yeah, we'd be together along with 200 other people with eating rubber chicken and limb salad. No way, sweetheart, no way.
Oh, you never want to do anything I want to do.
That's not true, and you know it. It's just that I'm not good at these social things. I don't handle them well.
Well, it's not like I'm that fond of them either, but the wife of Clay Alden has certain responsibilities.
Mm-hmm, and you do them well, too. I'm very proud of you, but please don't ask me to go tonight, not after a day like I've had today.
Oh, poor baby. You work too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm really sorry about tonight, but tomorrow night, I promise, there will be absolutely no interruptions, just you and me.
Tomorrow night, you and me, no meetings, no charity balls, no emergency meetings for the Philharmonic.
cross my heart.
Oh. Kind of glad you stopped by.
I'm glad I stopped by, too. That's all I can do to pull myself away. But I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Great. Just great.
Grip on it now. So what am I supposed to do? Just take whatever you dish out and I'm supposed to smile and say thank you?
You're supposed to speak to me with respect. I am not Gwyneth. I'm not going to crawl off and lick my wounds when I'm mistreated. I get angry, extremely angry. And I don't intend to crack either, Clay. I advise you to keep that in mind.
Clay.
Yeah, good for you. You got the name right.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
To the man who just left this apartment.
Uh-huh. You saw Dan.
Yeah, I did. Did he ask questions?
Lots.
Like what?
Well, I believe he thinks you're sweet on me.
He said that?
Not in so many words. But what's he supposed to think? I mean, no.
Right, I don't.
Would it be out of line for me to ask why?
Yeah, it would.
Clay.
You just trust me on this, all right?
Why should I?
Well, for one thing, I'm doing you a mighty big favor.
I'm grateful. I am very grateful.
Good. Then you put a leash on that agent of yours or the deal is off.
He came all the way over here tonight to talk about my contract.
That's right.
Well, gosh, I'm really flattered I don't believe you for a little.
I'm over here to try out your home cooking, do you?
Minnie cooked.
Oh, she did? Well, that's too bad. If it was your home cooking, I'd be rid of Dan Hollister by now.
You rat!
Egypt, you have something to drink around here?
I mash around here somewhere. If you still like that.
I still like it.
Wait a second. Neat?
Any other way to drink it?
Ooh, trouble up at the big house.
It's not my wife. It's everybody else in the family. Yeah, it is my wife. She's beginning to take this game playing real serious. She's fallen in love with the money and the social status and all the power.
Since it's driving you crazy.
I've already explained to you. I'm gonna just have to live with that part of it.
Look, why don't you just take off? Just get out of there.
I can't get out. I told you that.
You've paid back the real Clay Alden, whatever you owed him.
I can't get out, Egypt. There's too much at stake here. There's too many lives.
Lives?
I didn't mean lives. I meant livelihoods. Thanks for the drink.
Wait. Hold on, you hear? Just hold on. It's gonna be okay. I have faith in you.
I had a call, Mr. Clay.
Thank you, Helen. No calls until after lunch, please. Sorry about the delay. Business complications, as usual.
I appreciate your taking the time to come home.
Ah, no problem. I wouldn't miss being the whipping boy for the world.
Shane and your mother feel that we should resolve our differences. I agree.
I would like that.
I know that you're angry, that I thought of replacing you as CEO. My intentions were honorable, Gray. I'm sorry if they seemed less than that to you.
Well, I guess I should have given you the benefit of the doubt.
I don't think either of us need any awkward apologies.
No, no. Consider the matter forgotten.
Done.
Would you like some coffee?
No, not for me, thank you.
Dad, look, I want your input in the business. I mean, if you see a situation that I'm not handling correctly, I want you to tell me about it.
And you won't feel threatened? Is that the word they're using now?
No, I won't feel threatened. I would welcome it.